That's a hot fire. Burned the sugar on those a little bit, but they still look tasty, huh? Never too cold to grill. Well, sometimes it gets too cold to grill. It's probably in the 30s right now, but there's no wind, so this thing cooks all right. If there's any wind though, the wind gets through there and it really slows down the cooking time. But today, I'm grilling up some chicken for dinner. Man's gotta eat. So here's dinner tonight. One of the things I like to do is take some ranch dressing and just squirt that right on my plate. This goes great with chicken. And then I take this sriracha, which is very hot, by the way, and squirt a little bit of that on that ranch dressing, and then just kind of stir that up. And it's spicy, but it goes great to dip your chicken into. Yeah, it's like a I don't know, like a spicy mayo type of a thing, but the ranch dressing and the sriracha, really good. So you take a bite of chicken and dip it in that. Very good. Well, I'm going to enjoy my dinner here for a minute, and I'll get back to you. Got to make sure the fire's going this time of year. Keep blowing out some heat for me. I'm going to turn the fan up too. Makes a lot of noise, but it blows out some really nice warm air and keeps it very comfortable in here. Been a busy week and a busier week next week. You see, I've got my reminders all lined up here. I mean, I've got them on my phone calendar. I've got them on the calendar on the wall. But it's so easy for me to get sidetracked on something and totally forget. And you know how the phone is. A lot of times you'll see stuff on there and you just don't even pay attention to it. So I got them all lined up here in chronological order as to when they happen, so that I don't miss anything. And that's coming up next week, so I got something going on almost every day next week. Going to be busy. You might notice during this time of year anyways, Christmas, there used to always be a Christmas tree right there, all lit up and beautiful. I just can't get myself up to do it. It's just me here, and I don't know. I think it would be very hard for me to put up a tree and just to look at it and to have the memories. So I'm better off just without it. I don't really have any real Christmassy decorations up. The only thing I have really is a couple of Christmas cards that I got in the mail already. So I put those over here, and we'll see. I mean, you know, it used to be that you used to get dozens of Christmas cards, and we used to tape them all up on the back, around the frame of the back door. We'd have the whole thing lined with Christmas cards that we would get. And as the years go by, people are just less and less apt to send Christmas cards. Now, I don't know what it is, the cost of postage, or just the lack of empathy anymore from people. But there are a few good people that still take the time and effort to send Christmas cards. I used to send them myself, and a lot of them. And, you know, it's effort. You got to sit down and put some effort into each one. You want to at least sign your name to them and give them a little personalization. You got to write the addresses on all the envelopes, and then purchase all the stamps to get them in the mail. So there's some effort involved in that too. But I couldn't tell you why, but I just quit doing it. I haven't done it in probably about 5 years I haven't sent any Christmas cards out. So if you don't get a Christmas card from me, I apologize ahead of time. Don't take it personally. It's just something that I've gotten lackadaisical about, and I just don't do it anymore. The other thing a lot of people are really involved with right now this time of year is Christmas shopping. I mean, we just had Black Friday, which I don't really do. Now, I'll talk about this in a minute because I am a shopper, but it's more of an addiction than it is for the season. But I totally forgot that it was Black Friday, and I thought, well, I'll stop by Walmart because I got to pick up a couple things. And when I drove by the parking lot and saw how full it was, it struck me all of a sudden, it's Black Friday. I'm not going in there. And I just kept driving. I didn't go in there. That kind of a crowd doesn't interest me. I'm not going to stand in line for 15 minutes waiting at the checkout, or even the self-checkout nowadays. You got to wait in line while people fumble through that disaster. On that note, I always do self-checkout. I have done the cashier sometime, once in a while, if there's somebody open. But myself, I prefer to bag my own things. I've had too many times where they put canned goods in with a loaf of bread and it smashes the bread, or you know what I mean. So I'd rather do it myself. But back to the shopping thing, I've been buying a lot of stuff online. Most of the stuff I need, or I think I need. Every once in a while I'll impulse buy something just because it pops up somewhere and I think, oh, I'm going to get that. That looks like something I can use. And in some cases I don't use it, or I get it and I find out that I don't like it, so then I got to go through the whole process of returning it to get my money refunded too. So most of my shopping in that regard is done online, where I sit at my computer and I order stuff. I can order pet supplies from Chewy.com, which is a great place if you got a dog or cat or something to buy your stuff through. And I mean, they ship it like it's on your doorstep the next day. I've ordered some things off eBay, and some of that stuff, you got to be careful. You don't know where it's coming from. Some of that stuff actually comes all the way from China, and it can take 2 to 3 weeks to get here. So I've had that mistake before, where I ordered something thinking, well, I'll get it sometime this week, and it doesn't come, and it doesn't come. And then I read the fine print, and I'm like, oh, no wonder. It's coming from Xinjiang in China somewhere. It's got to come on that slow boat all the way across the ocean in a container, and then get unloaded here somewhere and go to some shipping station, and who knows where it ends up. Goes to like 5 different states before it comes to your mailbox. But anyway, yeah, I do a lot of my online shopping for things. In fact, I just bought some stuff for the Yamaha that I've been working on. I bought, like I said, I bought a headlight and tail lights. And I'm going to have to look to see when those are coming, because I ordered those a few days ago and I haven't even heard anything about whether they've been shipped or anything. So my guess is maybe those are coming from China. I hope not. I'd like to keep working on that bike and keep doing little tweaks to it. I mean, like, it runs now and you can ride it, but it still needs a little bit of TLC. I just want to. Actually, I'd like to make it street legal, and I think I can with a very little effort. I should be able to get it ready for the road, and then get some plates on it, and be able to maybe I can ride the thing up to the biker bar, and I don't know how that would go. Sitting next to all the Harleys, have this little Yamaha dirt bike sitting there. Anyway, it's all good. It's all fun. So how about you guys? Do you do a lot of Christmas shopping for family, friends? I'm going to do a little bit of Christmas shopping this year. I'm going to buy some stuff for my kids and for my stepkids. Um, Maybe for my brothers. I'm not sure. I just don't go overboard with it. I'll buy one thing for the family, the whole family. I'm not buying something for everybody because then it gets crazy. I mean, my worst nightmare of Christmas was trying to buy something for my wife when she was here. Women are hard to buy for. I mean, us guys, we don't understand exactly what women want, and a lot of times we fail in that regard. We think we're getting them something that they're going to like, and then they open it and they're just like, oh, gee, thanks. And then you realize, well, maybe that wasn't such a great idea. I don't know. For me, it was always very difficult buying for my wife, and I would tell her, I go, please, please, please make me a list exactly of what you would like to get, and then I can shop off of that list and buy so that I know you're getting what you want. Because as a man, for me to go out shopping for a woman, it's about impossible to find something decent that she's going to use unless you know exactly what they want. But yeah, so this year I'm just going to try to keep it pretty simple. I think I'm going to do most of my shopping online and have it shipped, straight to their house, where I don't have to, or I won't have to package it and ship it and go through all that rigmarole. Try to keep it somewhat simple. Christmas is just not the same for me here, being here by myself. I'm not planning anything for Christmas. I'm not cooking here or anything for anybody. I did that for Thanksgiving. It's a big job. I hosted that deal. That's enough for me for now. But anyway, back to the Christmas thing, Like I said, you won't see a lot of Christmas I don't have any Christmas decorations up. But as I drive around, I see, a lot of people have Christmas lights or have Christmas scene things up in their yard. It kind of has lost the whole meaning of what Christmas really was originally. Originally we knew Christmas as being allocated as the birthday of Christ. Now, it's probably not the exact birthday, but that's the day that we celebrate the birth of Christ. And there's the manger scene where Jesus is laying in the manger in the barn, and Mary and Joseph are standing there next to him, and then you got the three wise men, the shepherds, and you've got the sheep and the cows and the cattle all around. You don't see that very much anymore. If you do, you're pretty lucky. In fact, some places have even been asked to remove that because people have found it offensive. So, a lot of things that pertain to Christianity or our Lord Jesus have been slowly being removed from society now. People don't want to look at that. They want to do their own thing. They want to have their own agenda. And they don't want to have the guilt of thinking, if I do this, it's going to be wrong, or I might. I just rather put that out of my mind and pretend that it isn't there. I can assure you one thing, though. It's my belief 100% that Jesus is very real. We will see him again one day. And not that we are in a place where we have to celebrate Christmas, but we do it in remembrance of his birth and what he means to us. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, nowadays it's more about Santa Claus and the Grinch and the Abominable Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and a bunch of characters from Frozen and who knows what. It's just morphed into this outrageous thing that doesn't even make sense anymore. And then again, it's all about retail. It's all about money. Spend more money. Here's some great Christmas gifts that you can get for the family, and go out and buy a 10-foot TV screen for you to take up the whole wall in your house, and the family will love it. if you can even find anything to watch on TV anymore. That's another deal. Anyway, I don't mean to get off on a tangent there, but hey, I hope you're enjoying your holidays. I know for us that have lost loved ones or that don't have anybody, that are lonely, that are all by yourself, the holidays can be very stressful. They can be very hard. And I'm finding it out for the first time in my life because I've never been alone for Christmas. So last year was the first time I was alone for Christmas, and that was really right after my wife passed away. So this will be the first, like, well, it should actually be my second Christmas that I'll be spending alone. So you got to keep focused. You can't let it get to you. You can't let yourself get depressed. It's really just another day. But I guess what happens, it's the memories of all the good times that we used to share. You know, the opening of gifts, the having a big Christmas meal, sitting around the Christmas tree with the family. When you don't have that anymore, those memories flood back, and it can bring depression. So we just have to learn to keep our chin up and grin and bear it, is what they say. Well, thanks for watching my videos today. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. You know, some people ask me, what's that thumbs up for? And really, it just shows that you watched the video, and the more thumbs up that a video gets, it'll bump it up higher on the scale as far as how the YouTube algorithms work. So more people will be apt to see my video by the number of thumbs up I get. So just take the time to, you know, click that little thumb. That will help me. If you haven't yet, subscribe. And that way, you know, each time I post a new video, you'll get a notification that, or you'll see it come up on your feed that, oh, Itchymoche got a new video. So yeah, please subscribe too. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't overdo your shopping now. We'll keep it under control, and make sure you ask the wife, you know, just give you a nice little list so you don't screw that up either. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, I'll catch y'all later.